This program is brought to you in association with First National Bank of Botswana.
We do Moringa value addition. We actually do a whole lot of natural resources. We are doing value addition of those. But we started in the year 2021 at the time of COVID. At the time, I thought it was necessary for the people, of course, to feed on Moringa so that they can actually boost their immune system. So that, as you understood, that everybody was fighting for their lives. So it is because of the nutritional value that we find in Moringa that I started the business.
Welcome to First Issues. In efforts to improve their lifestyles, many have taken to adopting an organic food diet, rich in vegetables and some roots and herbs. This is in learning that these roots and herbs are rich in natural occurring antioxidants, antifungal and antibacterial properties that can supplement daily dietary requirement intakes. Well, this evening, the learning continues with a newer approach where our guest, Phatsimo Matshediso of Phatsima Organic Moringa Oleifera products, shares with us the need to lean more into natural products use as they are better for our health. These are herbal drinks, herbal lotions and supplements. This is a business she started as a passion project, but it has grown to be widely accepted and recognized as natural living lifestyles continue to become the norm amongst Botswana. Phatsima, thank you so much for coming on First Issues and affording us your time. We're here to talk about Phatsima Organic Moringa Oleifera, your products. So tell us about your business and why you felt the need to bring it to market.
We do Moringa value addition. We actually do a whole lot of natural resources. We are doing value addition of those. But we started in the year 2021 at the time of COVID, when COVID was taking toll of human life. So we thought, as a scientist, how do I contribute to save humanity? As a researcher, most of that I actually worked on Moringa for my Master of Science qualification. So I understood the nutritional value of this plant. So at the time, I thought it was necessary for the people, of course, to feed on Moringa so that they can actually boost their immune system. So that, as you understood, that everybody was fighting for their lives. So it is because of the nutritional value that we find in Moringa that I started the business.
Tell us about some of the limitations that you've encountered in your business, from the time of inception up until today as we're sitting here having this discussion.
Well, it's actually very difficult to penetrate the market. You're first, why your product? Why not others? So I needed to make myself visible. I needed to convince the mass of my product, and also funding is always a limitation, of course. And of course, the uptake of the people. You need to do more work if it's a new business, so that the people can actually embrace your work, can embrace your brand. So it's always a challenge. And also the space where I could work on, but I'm glad that Leah was able to assist and give me the space where I can actually do my work.
Let us speak now of some of your proudest moments and perhaps your achievements in the 3 years that you've been in operation. What have some of those been?
Firstly, it really makes us very proud to be able to have our products in various stalls, pharmacies. So far, we are in 22 outlets in the country. And that speaks to the credibility of our work. That says Botswana are really embracing our work. And what makes me really, really happy is the fact that this is my scientific research. So I think we are being relevant, as an organization, to say that we actually use our scientific research and integrate it in our daily lives. So for that makes me proud as an individual, as a scientist, as an entrepreneur. So for that, we are very happy because we are saying we can actually convert our scientific research into tangible products to impact lives. And most of that, it speaks to the health of the people.
I want us to talk to maybe, I don't want to say the negative, but perhaps the adverse reactions that some people might have to your products, because these can be considered allergens, right? So how have you ensured the safety of your clients, whether they ingest or they apply your products topically?
Like any other product, we have a responsibility as a business to ensure that what people are using is of the standard that is considered safe by Ministry of Health, by World Health Organization, WHO. And as a scientist, of course, I have a responsibility to ensure that everything else that feeds into the final product is safe, either for human use, either to apply topically or to use. We test, we make sure that whatever that is feeding into the final product has been tested over anything else that could be toxic, that could be dangerous, that could have adverse effect on the lives of the people. However, I need to mention that, like any other thing, it is important that whoever is taking it sees how they respond to the use of these. For other people, they react to any other thing, but it is necessary that whoever is taking it also pays attention to the response of their body, because we respond differently to the use of our products. However, we have done necessary steps to ensure that they are safe to be used. We have done analysis with various labs through the assistance of Leia or even the supplier themselves. They supplied us with the certificate of analysis to say that we have analyzed for anything that could be toxic in our products.
Let us now talk to the business itself and what you envision for it. What are your plans for the next 5 years, for the short, medium and long term?
Well, we're only 2 years old and we anticipate growth. I mean, we realized how now Botswana are embracing the natural resources, more so that you'd understand that value chain is actually pillar number 4 in the reset agenda. So there is that awareness in the country that is going on after the foundation was laid by His Excellency, the President, Dr. Eric Masisi, about the value chain. So because of that, we see uptake of our products. We see growth because of that. And we envision that in the next 5 years, we should really be having established facility for the production of our various products. As you can see, we do have the edible ones, the drinks, as you can see. We have the ones that we use topically. For some of them, we have engaged the manufacturers to actually do the work for us, and then we package. But we see ourselves now having an established facility that has created opportunities as well for the people to be able to work in our facilities in the next 3-5 years. Well, we believe we do get a lot of support, of course, from government. We are believing for more funding from government, and we believe that will actually enable us to expand our business.
Before we close, you could talk to the collaboration aspect of your previous answer. How far into collaborating have you gone? I mean, these resources, the natural resources, are quite finite, right? So how sustainable do you think it is to continually harvest, to continually use before you are actually out of what to use?
I'm glad you mentioned that point. Actually, in the Vision 2036, one of the pillars is sustainable environment. So we have a responsibility that as we are harvesting moretologa, we do not cause depletion of the fruit. So yes, we make sure that we harvest the fruit. We do not destroy. That is why we're just working on the pulp. We do not destroy the roots, because if you're dealing with the roots, it means you are now destroying the plant from the environment. However, it is not only the people who are feeding on the pulp or the fruit or moretologa fruit. Even the monkeys, the other animals, they feed on that. So it is important that the ecosystem is maintained in a manner that we do not deprive other animals of the fruits. And I think also we have to have conversations as well with the custodians in the wildlife department to say, I think it's time we cultivate these natural resources. We don't just leave them to be there in the world. We need to make deliberate efforts to make sure that we can actually plant them in a particular season and take care of the environment as well. I think that's something that is worth investigating, that, why can't I just plow a hectare of moretologa? It's worth investigating to make sure that we do not deplete it in the environment as well. And for the collaboration aspect that you mentioned, yes, we do have support of parastatals, organizations from government that make sure that they help us to stand even amidst challenges as a business person. I talked of Leia housing us, right? I talked of BITC as well. They give us the visibility. They take us outside. They make our product visible to the nation and beyond. There's also BDIH and Botswana Innovation Fund. These are the facilities that actually help us, some with the funding just to be able to carry us on.